Alright, it's another day of another week. Here I am under the Daytona. There's the output spigot for the gas tank and whatnot. Let's see, how far over is that? That's plenty far over. This is also plenty far over, so we got round about that. Now, what we need to do is make a 90-degree bend. Yeah. There. Hold on. One time I want the pipe to come apart, but I put together, it doesn't come apart. Okay, we want to make a 90-degree bend out of there. Well, sort of maybe. And that can't go higher because that's buttoned up against the back of the car. So it's got to be a skinnier one. So what we got to do, and these are my little rubbers that I put in between the car and the frame, unibody junk in the frame, whatever. What we got to do is I picked up a couple of little short radius stainless elbows. What we'll have to do is make sure that we got enough space, but I need to get a straight piece, like this straight piece, and weld it to them little tiny elbows, and then weld a little tiny straight piece just big enough to clamp to on the end of it, and then hopefully it'll clamp and not leak. Let's go up top side, take a look, see what we've got to deal with. Yeah. Whew. Alright. Don't shove that in the thing. Uh-oh. I pissed off my spider. Shoot. Alright, so what I want to do is I've got this angulation piece here. This piece is like a 45 degree. And I want this to go here where the filler neck is. Thusly, and under here, this piece needs to go where that wood is. Like that. And we gotta go, oh. Oh, yeah, that's why we got the other 90. We gotta make a left off it. That's what that sweeping 90's for. And then we gotta make a right into the spigot on the tank, which means we got to take one of these nice little stainless elbows, and we got to weld it onto the end of whatever pipe will reach far enough to go back there. So it'll have to get welded on the end of one of these here, these and hairs, and then we'll have to chop a piece off the end of here. It's just long enough, like maybe an inch long, and weld it onto the end of that, just long enough to have enough to bite into to clamp the hose down onto it. And the pain in the ass about it is it's below the fuel level in the tank, so it's got to be a perfect seal. But I've got two of these. There's another one in that box, and they weren't very expensive. Hopefully they're actually decent. I mean, you can't really fake stainless that well. Even if it's regular steel, it'd be alright. It's flux core weld the damn thing up together anyway. Well, that's where we're at right now. I think tonight maybe I'm going to see about, oh, you know what? Let's take one of these little stainless hickeys down there, put it on the doohickey, and see how much room we have, because that's important. Yeah. See, now this is the part that kills you. It's not putting the car on the frame. That was a pain in the ass too, but that wasn't quite so bad. The problem is all the little technicalities. All the little bits and pieces, the nickel and diamond stuff that kills you. Okay, so we're going to be doing one of these things here. So we got like an inch. Alright, well, I mean, the can't weld it to the tank because obviously it's a gas tank and I don't want to weld to that. I could probably, oh yeah, I could bump that. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Look at this. And we still got enough room to put them out on there. Eventually. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's it. That is the shit right there. Cool. Now, I know from trial and error that that won't fit the big elbow, but that'll definitely fit the little elbow, and I can weld 1.5 inches of hickamajig onto it, of pipe. I guess that would be the technical term for it. And that'll do her. All right. So that's cool. Let's get to setting up the weldinator and see if we can get some weld rotation done here. Make me some big old metal boogers. Yeah. Now, phone, we're horizontal here. Don't you dare make this vertical. I will shove this phone in the grinder. I'll tell you what, if I have to flip this thing from vertical to horizontal because they rotated it because a stupid phone doesn't know if it's vertical or horizontal, because it's got an inner ear problem worse than mine, I'm going to kick this phone's ass. Alright, so what we've done here is I made a little doohickey. Little spigot for the gas tank, and that'll just stick on like that. She'll clamp on through the hose, and then I will weld these two pieces together to make one, and then that'll go on. I'll weld a straight piece to that. She'll go on up and we'll keep on going. Alright, here it is, some more high quality farmer welds. It's ugly, but technically it should hold water or gas. Whoops. There's a hole. Yeah, let me fix that. I'm gonna pressure test this before I put it on. I think that's the only one. Right there. Hold on. Can you see light through it? Yeah, you can see light through it real good like. Alright. Well, the burning I will go. There she be, ugly welds and all. My very, very expensive, like $30 a foot fuel filler neck hose. Ugly welds that I've yet to test. So I haven't clamped it on yet. This is going to need to get shortened. And then the hickamajig is going to come through right about here. You can see up throughout the filler neck up there. And that should be it. We might need to cut this little piece of sheet metal out of the way, but that's no problem. Especially now that I've got a plasma cutter and I can plasma cut right toward that open gas tank. That'd be great. Actually, I think I'll just maybe use the saw or just not take it off of there. I'd probably work around it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep at it. There we are at the back end of the Daytona again, working on the fuel tank. I'm gonna see about seeing if I can maybe cut this plug off of this vent thing here. We're gonna use this vent hickey for a geez, I've only been to work 24 hours. What could possibly be wrong? I'm going to use this for a return for the fuel line, for the regulator. Now, oh wait, yeah, the return is there. All right. So we'll just poke a hole in the gas cap. That'll make a vent. All right, screw that. See, that was the vent when it was in the RV. Because the actual fuel line pickup is underneath there. It's a 3/8. That's a 5/16. So the fuel line pickup's a 3/8, and it's in the brand new what you call it, the sending unit. That hook-shaped thing down there. Okay, well that actually makes it a little easier, so I don't have to cut that. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just drill a hole in the gas cap, and then that'll be our vent. And then the other two tanks can get their own vents, how they need to. This short piece of metal here needs to get chopped off, but that can come after the tank's mounted, because it'll just vibrate the tank loose if I try to hack on it right now. What I'm going to do is go get some Tech screws. Oh crap, I hope I still have those. Hang on. Alright, found my assortment of Tech screws, and 2 in a box here. I had a whole brand new box somewhere, but I don't know where it went. So we'll just have to deal with this the way it is. So, what we're going to do is, you see that little bracket hickey there? It'll be that one. We're going to clamp that up to the car body. And for right now, the back end of that's going to lay on the frame, but eventually that's going to get clamped to the car body too. We're going to attach the fuel tanks to the car body, except for the big round, the long one there. That's going to get attached to the frame. Well, I guess technically it's unibody, so it's framey body thing, whatever the hell it is. Yeah. Bring back full frame cars. Okay, so anyways, what I'm going to do is mash this back. That's where it shall go. Into the rubber thing. And then pick up on that. Ouch! Turd. Get me a piece of cred board. Oh, the cred board got wet. Shoot. Uh-oh. Don't want to fix the roof, that'd be too forward thinking. Alright, give me the drill and okay, second gear. Gotcha? Alright, check. Alright, here's my Harbor Freight $38 drilly thing. Pull back tree. Right in second gear. Not that it really matters. My other Harbor Freight assortment of self-drilling sheet metal screws, in other words, tech screws. We're going to use the big ones that I've got here first. And where did go my L-shaped bracket? No, you're not allowed to go down there. You have to stay up here. I need those 2 screws. There we go. Alright. Now, where did I put that L bracket? It's not in my hand. Is it up here? Yeah. Is it on the tire? Well, the skinny L, or the fat L brackets are on the tire, but these aren't going to be much use right now. They're for the future of this project. Okay, I got 2 sets of these things, but where the hell's my L? I gotta go get some damn sleep. I can't keep doing this. But I have to get my stuff done because I can't just be work all the time. I gotta do something that's actually fun, which is this. I'm not so sure the fun still applies, but it's something I do for a sense of accomplishment or enjoyment or whatever. It's something that I'm doing because I want to do it, not because I have to, or else I'll starve to death. Alright, where did it go? I just had it. Oh, here it is. It's on the other wheel. Now bear in mind that this is not strong enough to hold the gas tank in full, but it is strong enough to hold the gas tank in empty, long enough to where I can roll it around the other side of the barn and weld in a set of brackets proper for it. So let's find the drivey thing that attaches to these here tech screws. Out of the carcass. Make sure they fit through the holes before you start dicking with it. Yes, they do. Alright, now it's the missing one. Alright, good. Hopefully the missing one is present in the other set. Yes, it is. And it is. I can't tell what size it is, but it's a size. I assure you it is a size. Alright, get my drill-a-majig over here. What we're going to do, let's block it up on the other side so it doesn't fall in on it again. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Alright, here, hold this. There we go. Off we go. Now, take this here L bracket, and this here drill preloaded with the tech screw. Get on my good fancy kneeling cardboard here. How far back? That far back. So right about there, I'm going to go an inch or two forward. And we just go up. Oh, I guess I can't poke that, can I? Shoot. Well, we can poke one at least to get it in. Whoa. That's kind of thin. That's not gas tank mounting type of stuff. But at least it'll stick till we can put it up and get it to the garage to properly weld up a mount. Yeah, look at there. So this tire is not a very good storage area. Alright, well let's come up. That's too heavy. Shoot. Get up. Let's stay up. It's not going to work. Alright. Put the screw in too high. Okay? There. Alright, you sit there. You go in. These things don't like drilling twice. There we go. Okay, now the tank is sort of mounted up in there. I wouldn't drive it on the road like that, but at least it isn't going to fall in. Now, let's check the angulation hickey. She saith 1.7 degrees. Now that's about the same angle the car is at. The car is at about 1.5 degrees. So that'll work. Let's measure the floor of the car again. Although that's not a real good, accurate indicator, it is somewhat of an indicator. So when I go up here, stick it on the floor, 2.4 and 1.0, so I'm going to call that close enough. It's going to move around when the gas is going to move around in there when it's running anyway. Alright, let's see about the other side here. So it's pushed farther over to the other side. Let's see. I guess I can pull this block out here now, huh? I guess you just come over and watch. Oh, getting a good glimpse of the rear end reminds me, I need to get the vent drilled back into there and get an actual vent tube run up to higher ground. Alright, so I got the jack in there right now. I think I can probably unjack it. Where's my handle? It's under there. Last time I looked, it was under there. Oh yeah, there it is. It's laying up against the axle. Oh, neat. Alright. Reaching, grabbing. Yeah. Alright, so I should be able to let this jack down now. Oh, it is down. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can. Now we can bolt that up somehow. Oh, I know. Oh, kick ass. That's a cool idea. Oh, check this out. So I got these big old L brackets here. I've only got one of those little ones, but I got some heavy ones that are probably going to form the basis of the main hold-me up thing. So I'm going to tack screw one of these in and then bolt it to the bracket, and that'll hold her in temporarily. The main issue right now is finding enough washers. I'm going to go in and look for washers. I'm going to shut this camera off because I'm tired of the stupid battery running down. I'll be back. Alright, we found a suitable size washer. It's actually a 1/4 inch because it's a big tack screw. It'll just barely work. So I'll get my breadboard over here. I'm not sure what this bracket used to hold, but now it's going to hold the gas tank. At least temporarily, until I can get a... Well, maybe it'll permanent. I don't know. It looks like it's bolted in there pretty good. Oh, that used to be part of the axle, I think. So that used to hold up the back end of the car. Yeah, it's strong enough to hold the gas tank in. Alright, neato. Okay, move this yak. And take the tack screw. Heck of a jig. Like that. Do one of these. And just go straight into that, whatever kind of bracket it is. Zing. Alright. Just a higher. Straighten her up. Huh. There we go. Alright. Yeah, just stick her on there. We can drill from either up top or down bottom. I think we'll drill in from up top. Let's see if we can find another big enough tack screw. We'll just tack screw the whole damn thing together. Oh, we need a washer too. I only brought one. That was brilliant. Well, I don't like to waste them. You know. Right here. Tack screw. Oh my lord. Have we one? Approximately. That might be within getting away with the territory. We're going to try it. Yeah, it's kind of little. Alright, we'll go get some more washers. I got a kind of little tack screw. Next size down from that one. Because I'm out of the big ones that I bought. I can't remember where they went. And, wait, hold on. What's on the roof here? I thought there was a bunch up here. Oh yes, but they're the same size as this kind of littleish one. Or, Where's the next bigger ones up? I think I used them all. Shoot. Oh, manure. Alright, well, screw it. We'll just do it the other way. Or the inside. Wow. That is a clean-ass window. I cleaned the front windshield and the driver's side and passenger side door windows today in the car. Now it's stunningly clear. Alright, I'm going to go get washers. I'll be back. Alright, I snagged a 1/4 inch washer. It's an X size down tech screw, but it'll fit. I mean, technically it'll keep it from pulling through, so that's all we need for right now. We'll fix her right later. You've heard that story, right? Whoa! Uh-oh. Well, shit a brick. That's not cool. Okay, I'm gonna go get another washer and another screw. I'll be back. Alright, back again am I. Let's see if we can do it without losing the screw this time. I got 3 washers. I got a little one, a medium one, and a slightly larger medium one. See if we can get her to chooch. That. You bastard. What is wrong with you? Jeez, I sound like a boomer now. What is wrong with you? Okay, we'll grab the 1/4 inch thingy. Oh, yep, that's it. And no more screw. Let's try it with a shorter screw. If this don't work, I'm going to throw another screw on the ground underneath my damn tire. And I'm going to go up and... Oh, wait a minute. There's the screw right there. Nice. Well, let's use a shorter one anyway. I still got a little tiny washer here too. That's cool. Alright, 1/4 inch and a little tiny washer and a shorter screw edge. Alright, scrimmage the sports ball match. No, you don't. Right on, scrimmage the wicket. Or whatever they do. Sports ball matches. Why do you not screw? Screw hole? Oh, it is, actually it is drilling a little bit. It's not drilling as enough as I need. Yeah. As much as I need it to drill. Now let's see if I can get it to fall back in that hole. Or, no, we can't. Actually, yeah, maybe we can. Hold on. No, we can't. Alright, I have to hold it. Let's make this a hair longer. Alright, stick it back in there. That's what the ladies say. Alright, stick it right there. Hold it, and it ain't going to cooperate one bit. Come on! Alright, okay, let's see. Can we? No, we can't get in there either. Shit. Ah, you fuckhole. You know what? Nope. Alright. pull it out, we will. Why do you not stick in the damn drill? Oh, because that's the wrong size driver. Hold on. Alright, so maybe if I put the right size driver on it, it'll probably put the screw in where it belongs. I'll show you where it belongs. No, not like that. Here, hold this. Alright, let's see if this... You fuck. Alright, let's see if this will drill this hole that's already set. Oh, there we go. Jeez! Kind of fucked the dog with that one. There we go. Alright, now I just gotta go get another 1/4 inch washer, or find one that I dropped, one of the 72 of them. Nope. Gotta go get another one, I'll be back. Alright, I got a pile of washers now, so I'm assuming that I'll never need another one again. Uh-oh. Where did I put the... There. Okay, cool. Phew, thought I lost this thing for a minute. That would have sucked. Well, that's kind of rusty. Maybe I won't bolt to that permanently. But the thing behind it's not too bad, so we can. That's still structural. We can get into that without too much issue. Alright, brush this off here. Shove this up in here. Whoop. Stick in there. Get down here. Got in there. Give her a crank. And give her a real hard crank. Thusly. Or not. Or so. There's not enough screw left to get into the hickey. So we'll have to use the longer screw, and we'll just probably discard this one because it's already drilled. And once they've already drilled once, they usually aren't too good after that. The points don't last very long, and these are only made to drill once into something that's not particularly hard. Alright. Stick it down there. There you go. Tighten her down the other side a little bit. Stick that there. Whoop. Crank that down. Why you no go? Oh. There. There she is. Alright, tank's in. At least well enough that I can put a couple of gallons of fuel into it. The back end's resting on the frame. And the front end's got 2 L brackets holding it up, so that'll work. Alright. Now we get back to work on the fuel filler neck. I don't want to do a whole hell of a lot of this tonight because I'm kind of burnt out from working since Sunday night. But I do want to get some of this established just because. So, away we go. Alright, so we need a giant ass piece of crud board again. to go underneath the car. And let's see. Got to figure out how we're going to assemble this assemblage. Let's take these. Put my screw in Hickey's back. What the hell there is? Well, there's a lot of room under there. Like room enough for at least 2 more gas tanks. Alright, so I got 2 sort of half a set there, that'll work. Okay. Throw this away. Alright, so we got here this, which is part of a filler neck. Now we need to go, oh, how did we do that? This here goes up top. Goes like that. There. Goes to the actual load. So that's just right, I think. Okay, no, not quite. This is backwards. Rotate that 180 degrees. Shove this back there. Yeah, that'll fit right on. Cool. Alright, that's what we do. So this end gets connected to the tank through a hose. Just a piece of that fuel filler hose, like this stuff. But it's got to be a shorter piece. Uh-oh. Well, okay, now I got another problem. Where did I put that? I had a shorter piece cut for it. Huh. Fall under here somewhere? Shoot. Uh-oh. Let's look around for it. Damn it. Maybe it fell off when the thing fell apart. Yeah. Ain't down here. Alright, what the hell? Or is it on the tank? Maybe it's still on the tank. I might have left it on there. Oh yeah, it's still on the tank, duh. This is kind of cool. Yeah, I left a bunch of room over here too. You can see it. There, hang on. Come here. There's the tank. There's the vent / return. And there's the thingamajig down there, the filler neck. So I could actually work on that from inside the automobile rather than on the damn ground. That's convenient. Let us do that. Alright, so let's go get the thingamajig. This here. And that sticks through here. And it should line up with that, like that. Right there. Let's rotate a little bit. We can do that. Sort of. There you go. I haven't welded that yet, fortunately. There we go. Once we get her rotated the right way, get her to stick in. What? Screw you. Alright, we're getting on the ground for it, I guess. Should fix this roof. I don't think it's going to get fixed though, because it's the abandoned part of the building. And I don't think they're going to unabandon it anytime soon. I mean, buildings are horrendously expensive nowadays, but so is fixing them. Alright, there we go. While we're down here, let's take a look and see how the mounts are going to go. Okay, that'll work, cool. Oh, we could just weld this cross member into the frame. Alright, so you can probably see that. If you can't see that, what I'm doing is jamming this here thingamajig into the filler neck tank. Oh yeah, the actual filler neck into the tank filler neck. And then that's going to sit like that. We're going to weld it here, but not with it attached to the tank. That would be stupid. I like blowing things up, but not me. Or the tank. Me is expensive, and the gas tank is also expensive. There we go. So we'll put a clamp there and a clamp there. And then we're going to put a prop to hold this up to the level where we need it to be, approximately. And where I can hook the other end of the filler neck up to it. Place a wedge in there. A little piece of wedge over there. Alright. Yes, I welded cheap junk parts store exhaust pipe to halfway decent stainless pipe, and I'm not sorry. Okay, so this goes on here. We'll have to rotate a little more upwardly and back a little bit up. Okay, there she is right there. That's how it's going to be. Yeah, put it back together again. I gotta have it together long enough to mark the damn thing. Make sure you get plenty of dirt into the gas tank. That would be good. Alright, let's do this again. This is the critical angle of this thing, I guess. So we have to have it right, or else. We can pull this off. Well, we can weld this first once it's at the right angle, and then weld the other one. Make the hose just a hair longer. There we go. I'll show you. There we go. Alright. That needs to go like that. A little more of a turn. Another prop thingy. A wedgie thing. Stick it right there. Right there. There we go. Alright, now give me the other one. Oh, that's nice and filthy already. Oh, wow. That's easy access to the filter, or the, what you call it. The outlet for the tank. Ow. Alright. mark it and weld it. Okay, that's it. Let's screw this up. It's going to be a lot of damn work to fix it. Alright, whoops. Well, that's stay put. It'll be alright. Go make some metal boogers. Hey. Alright, here we are up yonder garage. This is just going to have to get put in as, well, we'll mark it. Get to weld some stuff together. Mark in here. Mark in here. And give her some grindage. Gotta leave your mark on there, don't forget. Like that. I'll grind around the edge of this just to... Oh, made in USA. Neat. They used to make stuff there. Alright, put her back together and then give her a zap. I think. Yep, there she is. Alright. And then just, let's see, it goes like that. So we need just a hair more up of this way. There we go. Alright, that's it. Give her the zap. Hats here. Grab my helm of lightning mastery. Okay, power on. Set low. Ground. Ground. Alright. Ground her up there. Need a better ground clamp. This thing's starting to wear out. Alright, here goes. All tries. Whoop, let me turn this down here because I can't see what I'm doing. Alright, we are sensitivity high, delay low, shade. 12, well that would probably be wrong. Let's give her shade 9, see what happens. Okay, so kind of, right, so of course I did the best weld of my life and the camera wasn't on because the battery went dead. That's annoying. Let's try again. This time with Mountain Dew. I think this camera is conspiring against me. I turned the helmet down a little bit. Whoops, that's not hot. I can see the puddle now, which is kind of nice. I can actually almost sort of make a weld. Let's give her a shot, see what happens. The weld's going to be there. That'll hot. Not quite as good as before, but it's still good. Than I've done usually. Gooder, yeah, that'll work. All right. There we go, now we're into it. Glad I cleaned this. Oop. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. We're good. Flip side. Not the best of welds, but I can't see what the hell I'm doing again for some reason. Oh, it's hot. Couldn't imagine why that would be. Oh, duh. You know what? I got an idea. Let's use one of these things here. Whatever. It's Gelo, or whatever the hell it's called. Oh no, I hit the spot. A little ugly, but it works. One more burn, I think. Oh, hooray, I taste metal. Yeah, well, that's alright. Let's give her a... I'd like to get this kind of smoothish, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that because it's going to burn out all of my flap wheels. We'll try it. Mainly I just kind of want to get around here down to where the actual weld is. It doesn't have to hold pressure or any kind of structural thing. All it is just got to hold gas, but it has to hold gas back. Gasoline, I should say. Maybe ethanol, but similar. Anyway, a liquid. I don't see anything that looks like a hole yet. There's some ugly welds, but I think we're pretty much getting away with her here. Rotate this. There we go. That'll do her. We'll go through probably 2 or 3 of these flap welds, and this is one weld because everything's cheap. Okay, that looks about right. See if we can see any light through there. I don't think so. Alright. Yeah, don't look in the end of that. That's real ugly. I mean, this isn't the worst job I've ever done. All right, guess we'll shoot the other pieces. Now this is a little different because this has got to get stuck on here right like that. It can't go all the way in like, well, no it can't because it's got to have that length. So it's got to stick right on like there. So I got to be careful about where I grind on the marks. But I do have to grind all this aluminizing shit off of here because that stuff does not weld good at all. Whoops. Alright. That'll do her. Now where's the other? There it is. Yeah. Yeah, go around the edge of that. There we go. Okay. That's got to line up roughly like that. We're pretty close to it. See if we get a tack on here. Take this stuff out the end because that's damn expensive. That was like 35 bucks a foot. We're going to go like that. There's that. There's the back. There's that. We'll turn this feed rate down here. Now I guess we can sort of give her a tooting. You know what? Hold on. Before we do that, not do anything dumb here. Let's put this on the car and see if it fits. Make sure the damn thing fits before you weld it all the way together. I'll be back. Alright, it's 5 minutes later. I'm back after a test fit on the car, and I reckon she's going to work. Let's give her a shot. We're going to go on this end of it, because this end ain't welded together yet. See what we can get out of it. So I'm going to try welding into that. I think that's the way it works the best, at least for me. With this welder and this particular type of pipe that's terrible. At least I got all the aluminizing shit off it. Well, here goes. Combustion in the orifice and whatnot. Uh-oh. What do I do now? I think I burnt the wire to the damn tip. Whoops. There we go. She's loose. Ah, shove it back in there. There we go. Alright. Oh, the ground fell off. Also, oh no. The ground is still on. There we go. Let that fall into my shoe. I just got that into there. Oh wow. That might be the way to do it. Ah, my foot's on fire. Ow, 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 hot. That'll do. Well, when do you see this? If it's actually a weld, just not slag all the way around. Yeah. Do that, there we are. Yeah, that might have did it. Attempted a different style. Well, it's kind of rough, but I think that's a weld. Let's find out. Alright, that doesn't show any light through it, so I'm guessing That's pretty much a complete weld. What's that? Oh, that's all the way from the far end. Nope. Right where I thought the hole was is where the hole is. Well, I guess we'll go around it again. I'm going to try to do it all fancy like, but fancy like don't work on this thing too good. I'll buzz it around here and see if we can fix that up a little bit. There. I think maybe my tip's going bad. Or possibly also I might be out of wire. I'm out of wire. Whoops. Well, guess I better go to the, whoops, don't grab that with the other hand. Better go to the truck and get some more wire. Huh. Tell you what, I don't think I've changed the tip since I converted this thing over to DC. I used to burn them up all the time. Of course, I probably got less terrible at welding too, but as time allows. I'm thinking that DC helps some. I'm going to shut her down and go get some wire stuck here in the machine, and I'll be back later. Alright, back I am. This is not Harbor Freight wire, this is stuff I bought off of Amazon. I think it's... Is it Blue Demon? I don't know. The label's off it. Shoot. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. And bring her over here. Oh, don't you drop that. I'll show you. Hey. Yeah. I forgot with this great big old honking fan on here, she don't open up as far anymore. Alright, shove this down. Somewhat. There we go. Okay, so what I've got here is a whole bunch of these damn hood batteries. Oh yeah, we are out of wire. Okay. Wow. lot of crud in there. Alright, take this off. I usually use these to wind up my tie-down straps and whatever, the ratchet straps. Alright. Chop. And this is Yes Weld. Oh, it's a cheap stuff. Well, I had the cheap stuff in there before and it seemed to work acceptably. Yes Welder. I mean, it's flux core wire. Flux core wire is not all the same, but cheap stuff or good stuff. It all needs practice. At some point, it's all got to abide by the standards. There she be. On the end of it. There it is. Pain in the ass getting this little wire out of here. Now I gotta feed it through the machine without making a friggin' bird's nest. Now, I'll tell you what, let's shove this over here a minute. Shove this over here a minute. Can't get the, whoops. The old wire out of here. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Hold on. A cutter on here. You know what? Let's get a new tip. I'm assuming we have a couple. It's been forever. Where the hell my cutters go? They're always here. They only do the one thing and the one thing only. So they don't go anywhere else. Oh, you shit. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, got wire. Got her just about ready. Can't find my cutters. Somebody run off with them. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shove this wire in the hole and then stick the spool on the spindle. Oh, there we go. It's already in the liner. Cool. Good job. Yeah. Alright. Don't fuck me here. I think, yes, there it is. It's in. Okay, clamp the hickey. Clamp the other hickey. Turn power on. Thing out of the way. See if we can get some hickey out over here. You pulling? Oop. There's the pulling. I'll tell you one thing about this. I really like it, that how much less wire this thing uses after I convert it to DC. It's like a third as much wire, sometimes less, maybe a quarter. Alright, I feel it coming in through the thing. I think, yep, there it is. Cool. Got it. Alright. Give me a tip. I'm going to put a brand new tip on here anyway, just because I got a few of them. I'm saving a bunch for the apocalypse, but yeah, may as well not burn them up till the very end. There should be. Alright. Look. There we go. Alright, she's in. I gotta get another pair of cutters to go with this welder. Pain in the ass not having a cutter. There. You gotta cut wire. Oh, that can't be down there. Oh shoot, hold on. I forgot to put the rest of the spindly shit on here. Gotta fix this too. Find some kind of clamp that goes on there or something. Just gotta go easy on it until then. Alright, that should do it. Okay, back to work. I gotta clean this damn thing too, it's all filthy. Mainly just from sitting out in the garage and getting grinder dust on it. Alright, where? Oh shit! Yeah. Whoops. Alright, so we got to burn around here. Oh, it's already grounded. Good. Okay, give me. Shooter. Burn her up. Ooh, that works better. I think we need more wire. More wire? Or less wire? Point out. Huh. Arrgh. Open. Why are you not moving? Huh. That'll do her. Yep. Maybe that'll help. We'll find out. Maybe we need more power. Oh, there we go. Oh, see it again here. Oh, there we go. Side clamp. Oh, 2 more shots here. And where'd to go? There. Huh? Yeah, it's reasonable, I guess. I don't know. Looks like a weldy thing. I put it on high power this time. It wires up about 3.5. Yeah, let's shoot her and see what we get. Oh wow! That's way better. Well, that actually looks like a half-assed decent weld. I do. Let's go over this with that amount of power here. That'll definitely be good, I think. Unless I burn through, in which case I'm screwed. But this is above the fuel level, so it's a little better. Not quite so terrible. What you got? Oh, one more. Too hot. Yep, burn a hole. Yep. Yep, turn her down. Fill up the hole. There we go. Doesn't look like a hole now. Looks like a poorly welded spot in the wall of the pipe. Let's bounce the grinder off for a couple times and see what we get. Looks like that's going to be one just big solid. Well, you know what? It is. Chipping hammer here and we'll find out. Yeah, that's just one big solid chunk there. Kind of missed her there. Yeah, close enough. Oh, you actually see the coloration of the welding there. Nice. Alright. Well, that's that. Now we got to put this top one on. Kind of hope that I remembered to mark it before I took it apart. I did no such thing. Well, I guess we'll take her over to the car, see if it'll fit. I'll be back. And we're back at the car. We got this here sticky up thing all the way over from their sticky down thing attached to the tank. So all we got to do is figure out how much of this we got to chop off. And I think we're going to have to mount this in at a different angle because it kind of screw upped. Either that or just make this super expensive piece of hose longer, because this angle's wrong. So what we should do, put this camera down, take my weld glove off, forget to put it back in the garage, pull up on the camera thing, and it came up that time. Wow, look at that. This tripod's the cheapest thing I could find, and it's getting obvious. Okay, so let's take this off. Let's drop this whole thing on the ground and lose it for an hour. Get mad and go jump up and down and stomp on the ground and shit. Now, take this here, filler neck, put the filler neck into the filler neck hole. I think we're going to have to chop out the top of that so this puts in at an angle. But it'll work. Or put it in from the bottom. Well, it's still got to have an angle. Alright, well, we can do that. So that's about straight with the thing, isn't it? That's minute. Is it or is it not? And it's going to need about that much more, however much that is. We can't put it on there. Whoops. Yeah, screw you. This is all welded. Boy, that's ugly. It's welded though. It holds water. It's got to hold gas too. Hope it never has to hold water. It's got to hold the water out. And the gas in. Yeah. Tank's moving on me. There we go. Alright, so this has got to go like that. That goes in there. I have to smack this little piece of metal out of the way because it's kind of just barely in the way. Just enough to where it's irritating. Now you sit there and don't... That's going to fall off. Shoot. Alright, that's here. Get down there. Well, first off, let's measure that. Which means we need a measuring device, which is on the opposite side of the car. That's good. Forethinking. Forward thinking. Think ahead. Right, you sit. Sit. Good. Stay. Alright, now. We got to take this filler neck, shove it in here. I'm going to shove it like this. Nope, I'm gonna shove it up like this. See what the measurement needs to be to the pipe. Pipe to pipe, it is yay far. So we got to add 4.5 inches. So we need 4.5 inches of this, plus whatever the inside of this coupling is, which I can measure, I guess. God forbid. Do some measuring here. It is, let's call it 2 inches. So 6.5 inches of this, including the very end of it. And then the open side's got to go down. So basically, all we got to do is stick her onto the existing pipe like yay, like thusly. Measure out 6 inches from the from the joint. Got my trusty marker. We'll go 6.5 inches. Now I think what we'll do is we'll take a saw to it. Do I have a saw to it? I'm going to find a saw to it. Where did it go, my saw? I got a sawzall around here somewhere. Or did I just accidentally dump it out of the box here? Maybe? Yeah, there it is. Ah, cool. I'm tired of running the grinder tonight. Let's do some non-grindy shit. Well, I can unplug the fan now because it's nice and cool out. Got that cold October rain. Hopefully it doesn't start coming through the roof just yet. I got work to do. Requires electrical stuff to not be wet. Alright, so what we shall do is flash the camera with that thing, break the camera, have to go get a new one. Right. Well, actually, try chopping through this on top of this tire, which is a great idea. Yep. You know what? Let's not do it there. Not the best of tires, but I need it to hold air for right now. It doesn't hold air that well right now anyway. Yeah. We'll do it here. So I can fall through this one. I accidentally cut through it and didn't notice it. And of course the damn button gets stuck. Alright, I grabbed the wrong end off of that. Where the hell did the other end go? That's the end I need. Alright, shove this onto her. over here. Back here. Move it over here. Whoop. Look at me when I'm talking to you, kid. I might need the tank over here in a minute. Yeah, smack this little bit of undercarriage panel out of the way. Or not. Depending. Will it do? We'll still have to weld it. But okay, floppy thing goes up. There. Well, it just barely fits, but it'll do. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is, I think we're just going to take the Sawzall and just notch this out. I need the room. I'm going to get this little pole thing to open up the fuel door working again too. Alright, cool. Let's see how she looks underneath. Yeah, that sticks in. I might have to grind that weld down a little bit so it fits farther into the thing, but it'll do. Alright, ouch. I have no idea what that song is. It's on a game called Raft. That's on the radio, and it's only part of the song, and you can barely hear it. But I wish I knew what it was because I want to hear the whole thing. Maybe it's Raft is from, I forget, some Scandinavian country, I think. I don't know if it's that, or there's a lot of Malaysian and Indian influence to it. So it might be, it sounds like it's English. Good Time to Fly or something. Your Time to Fly, I don't know. But it sounds kind of cool, but there's only part of the song, and it doesn't tell you what the name of the song is. Oh, maybe I'll upload it to my burner YouTube channel. Obviously not this one. And then it'll just tell me what the song is, because it'll say copyright this and that and the other, or if it's not copyrighted, that would be irritating because I don't know what the damn song name is. Alright, let's do it. Thank you, Chrysler, for making easy to cut stuff. Alright, put this here. Do it to it. I just want to make sure that this is all the right length and stuff. So as we can burn her together and whoops. Shoot. Unless it's a commercial, maybe that's just 80s commercial audio. It's in through the vaporwave filter or something. Alright. And that. I think we missed. I have to push the tank forward just a hair. Whoa. That thing's not bolted on. There. Okay, that should do it. Now we should be able to pull this back. Far enough to reach the, yep, there it is, kick-ass. And it's just long enough that we can fit one screw into it. Well, we need to zap, oh, there, see, we need to zap over here too. I gotta be careful of this little nub here. I don't want to break that, because that'll, I want to get the gas cap or gas tank filler clicky thing working. It hasn't worked for a long time. I had to pry this thing open because it's just, the cable's rusted solid. We'll get her. See how thin this metal is. Wow, that's a lot of undercoating. The metal is thin. Yeah. I hate cutting stuff like this, but at this point we have to. And, oh, wow, that's some rubberized stuff there. Neat. Yeah. Anyways, it's all for the better because it keeps this car on the road instead of getting it junked, which is where it would have been otherwise because it's too rusty to put on the road as is. So stick a truck frame under it, throw this sharp piece of metal into the groundhog hole, and put that lid over there. Get this other one out of here. Oh, it's already out. No, it isn't. There it is. Sheet metal nibbler? Hell no. Just wiggle it back and forth till it breaks out. Should be able to do that with this too. Carefully, cautiously up. Get away. Oh, I gotta go through. Whoops, I bent the blade. Shoot. Can we bend it like that? Nope. Yep. Nope, maybe. Well, that's some thick undercoating on that fender. That's why it probably lived as long as it did, otherwise it would have rotted through already. Nice. Alright. Well, shoot. I could probably have this hooked up tonight. Whoop! Ouch. Now we got to put her back through. Tell you what. Oh, I see. I already marked it. I marked it with a paint marker where the top is. See? Right there. A little hickey right there. Silver too. Nice. Fancy. Alright, jam this under her. See if I can reach. Oh, no, I don't have to reach around it. I can just throw it in from there. I think. Yep. There she is. Right in. Cool. Now, whoops. Uh-oh. Something's too short. Oh, I see. This hose is pushed in too far. Yeah. We'll just pull her up a hair just for now. Yeah. Get it. Ouch! Ow, it hurts. Oh boy. Okay. There we go. I got enough room to put just one screw in to hold her in, and that's it. Phew. Alright, and didn't smash my thumb too bad. There she be. Up is mostly up. Oh, flopper thingies in there. Now all I should have to do is just weld this exactly as is. Phew. Seems like work or something. Ah, there we go. There. Now if I want to, I can weld a tab onto here and just tack her in there. Or put a screw right through there. That'd be perfect. Well, no, that wouldn't fit. That wouldn't go through because that's the ground strap for it. Apparently, I had this thing in the middle of a piece of plastic junk. We don't like those. All right, so the gas goes down. It goes to the left. Hopefully, I'll have to put a thing on there so it doesn't rub. Now let's mark this thing where it sits. That's where we need to weld her. All right. Whew. There she be. Now the nice thing is, this comes out right next to where the fuel line is, the main fuel line. So we got to get an adapter, go from 3/8 down there at the fuel filler neck to what you call it. I've been awake too long. I gotta go home, go to bed. Screw it. The sender, pickup or whatever, and 3/8. Go to 5/16 out of that. I've got the adapters here. I've got a whole box of them in case I lose a bunch. Then we go 5/16 into the back of the booster, the booster pump, which is on the bottom of that spring right now. Go from the booster pump into the regulator, from the regulator back to the 5/16 spigot on the top of here. You can probably barely see it right. Oh, you can see it pretty good if I put the light on it. Uh-oh, battery light's blinking. Maybe I'll make that call it a night. Right there, next to the fuel door pole, is the 5/16 spigot on the tank. We'll run the return into that, and then we'll just use the cap hopefully as a vent. Or we can drill a vent into it or something and tap it, or I don't know what. JB welded into the top of the tank. I don't care. It'll work. Maybe clean up some of that. Them sharp edges over there. Nah. I think what I'll do is I'll put a hatch on here, and that's where the pump and the regulators and stuff are going to go for all the main booster pump, and all the check valves and stuff will go for the rest of the 3 tanks. That'll be cool. That's awesome. I like that. I'm glad that turned out that good because I didn't expect it. I'm going to cut the top out of there too because my hands are enormous and I can't fit it in there probably. Alright, well, that's it for tonight. I'll see you in the morrow. Or hopefully some other day that's not tonight. Alright, here we are in the garage 2 days later. It's about 0600 in the morning. And I'm going to weld my last pipe for the, what did my hickam do? I'm going to grind it first and then I'm going to weld it. We're going to weld this one on high, see if we can do any good. Yeah, probably ought to buy a better welder, but this one does thing. Sort of, kind of. Whoop. Now do the other one. Alright, now we gotta do the big side. Back again after having had changed the battery, because the one in the camera was a turd. And I also went over and cleaned out my hood a little bit. But this thing is kind of scratchy, so I'm going to have to get a new, I've got a new plastic for that side. I got to see if I can find one for this side too. I think this is a separate plastic, so if I should be able to get a replacement. Now, let us unplug the device. Welder has been unplugged. Alright. High power. Gotcha. Power on. Gotcha. Lead rate up. Just a hair. Alright, let's burn it. We're gonna burn one, man. Plug. I guess this helmet is a lot better. This hood is a lot better after I cleaned it. And even being all scratched up, I can still see a lot better. That dust ain't catching the glare. Okay, I need me a groundy thing. There we go. Note to self. Snag a new ground lead or ground attaching-a-jig when Harbor Freight opens up today. And we're going to hitch onto the side that's already been welded. Solid side. Can we see that? No? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, shoot. You got to be right about there. And, alright, so here's the tank. It's over here, up here, and then this needs to point toward me. It's got to go down. Just like that. Alright, let's blow it. Show you how to do. Too long. It's a little warm for there. Once you get a weld built up, it works a little better though. Oh, hot foot. Yeah, my hood's fogging up. It's a little bit cool out here. It's in the 50s, I think, today. Well, that doesn't look too awful. I mean, I've seen better with people who know what they're doing. Yeah, we'll keep on going with her. Yeah. Rotate. Whoops, burn a hole. Burn a hole in her. Shoot. Wow, I burned a big hole. Actually, it looks like I burned a couple of decent sized holes. Alright, maybe I need to turn the feed rate up some. Oh, maybe down. Or we can just drop it like that intermittently, like. Have to see what that looks like after the grinding. Yeah, I guess that makes a puddle. Alright. I like the penetration of that high power, but yeah, I don't like that it burns through. We'll make a compromise. We'll just zap her a couple times. Oop. We'll give her a short zap. That ought to do. Oops, get off there. Alright, switch to low power. This is starting to suck. This one doesn't have to be quite as good. All it's got to do is just hold back the gas that's getting poured in the filler neck. This one doesn't have to sit underwater. Although it needs to not leak, it doesn't have to have fluid on it continuously. It's a little bit better. I wish this thing had more adjustments than just high and low. Alright, away we go. This is hard to do with my hood fogged up. Guess we can hitch onto this end now, huh? Stick the damn thing in my armpit to hold it. That seems to be kind of holding us. Whoops, I missed. Kick. That'll tooch. Whoop. Ow, magnet. Ow, hot. The welders out there are probably cringing by now, but well, you get what you pay for. I need a little bit more heat, but I can't get a little bit more heat, and if I get a little bit more heat, I get a lot more heat and it burns right through. I'll tell you what, I think the last time I did it successfully, I burned around it on low power first, and then I did a second burn around it on high power, and that melted everything together pretty good. I keep missing the damn spot. What the hell? don't know what you put on the inside of these helmets to keep them from fogging up. This damn thing is just fogging to beat hell. Seems like it got worse after I washed it. There we go. Now we're on track. I wonder why it doesn't want to weld on the one side. Maybe I didn't grind it good enough. Huh. Oh well. Go through it. About around here. I'll turn this up just a hair. The feed rate. Oh, okay. And that was it. Not sure why this is stuttering like it is. Maybe it's just got the problem, but there's probably a way to fix it. Oh, you know, I wonder if I turn it up some more, maybe it'll straighten out. Fly right. Straighten up, fly right. Stay cool, daddy, don't you blow your top. Yeah, there's a hole there. We got a blast. That ought to about do it. Cool, daddy, don't you blow your top. Straighten up and fly right. Just let the shit burn off over. How are we doing on time here? 10 minutes left. As you probably know by now, this camera I got, although it was free and I appreciate it, and it takes fairly decent video, it only records 30 minutes at a time, and then I gotta start it again. It won't just keep on going. The one that takes crappy audio, really bad audio, worse than this, has a little bit better picture. It goes for like 2-3 hours, but it's easier to record with this one because I can use the audio from it usually. Ugly. Yeah, that is ugly, but probably functional. I'm going to go around it one more time just for the hell of it. Throw another, I don't know if you'd call that a bead, just flick some buggers at her and see what happens. Go on high power this time. I think I'm just melting all the boogers into one with this, but it works pretty good sometimes. As long as you're only welding on feet. Once your boogers are thick enough, you can weld through it on high power, and that'll kind of stick them all together. Probably not the right way to weld, but I'm doing it this way because that's what I get paid. Pretty much if it works on the car, I don't care. I'd like it to look nice, but I still need a lot more practice, and it's probably a better welder, but mainly more practice. You know, you wouldn't think it with all the flashing lights and the smoke and bullshit, but this actually makes my migraine feel better. What? Shit. Well, you know what that sound means? We burned a hole in the bastard. I'll tell you what. Okay, that should be all the way around. Gotta fix that hole. I just burnt the damn thing. It'll be all right. The trick here is to leave metal on there without burning more through the edge. Let's make the edge thick enough to go to hold a bead, then we can get it to burn it through. Huh. Wonder why I keep burning holes in my saw. That ought to do it. Yeah. Wow, that's an even uglier bugger. Well, I mean, a lot of buggers is better than no buggers. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not really the right way to do it, but it's technically two pieces of metal stuck together, so I'm guessing that's considered a weldy thing. Alright, switch hats. Head back up on the retaining thing and put the regular hat back on. That's more comfortable. Alright, now let's hold this thing up to this big ass LED, see if I can see any light through her. If I can't see light through her, then I reckon she's usable, I think. Now, shouldn't stick my eyeball right up to that. Still putting hot air out there from the welding. Alright, yeah, I think she's good. I think we got away with her. And it's ass ugly, but reckon she'll do what we need her to do. Oh, look at this. That's some good grinding work there, isn't it? Tell you what, I'm going to do some grind back on here. Let's make her smooth. So I want to be able to fit more of the hose onto there. Yeah, we can just grind her until she falls off. Well, preferably not. It's about out of wheel here. maybe we better put another wheel on here. Just a hunch. Well, I can't stop me. Swell. Wow. I'm gonna give this one to Steve. It'll burn it right down to the hub. Oh, you know what? That 1920s or 1930s song that's been stuck in my head is probably well outside of copyright by now. I bet you. Because, you only get a certain number of years. And I reckon 1920s and 1930s was a good bit a long time ago. Whoops. It's too big a disc. Anyway. That's what the ladies said. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. Yep, that's it. Cut off wheel too, because my where the hell's all my flap wheel? Probably out by where I was using some auto yonder. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back with a brand new flap wheel. I'm going to buy some more of these things. I'm stocking up for the apocalypse, and typically you want to have a bunch of them on hand, because Harbor Freight ain't going to be open once the world ends. Whoops. That's the wrong size too. Hits the guard. Well, guess what? I got a screwdriver that's the right screwdriver to take the guard off. Let's take the guard off. You reckon? Oh, the guard's bent too. I might have something to do with it. Let me bend her back out just a hair. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. Oh. Shame on. Yeah, how's that? Oh, that'll do her. Right on. Cool. Pretty much. Sorta, kinda. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Gotcha, sucker. Yeah, Michael Jackson, so I got a glove in one hand. Need to get a shiny welding glove now. Ouch. I don't know, I have to look at the camera, look at the tape later and see how well I did that. Probably not very well. I used to be half decent at it. Or at least good enough or bad enough for people to make fun of it. Oh, there we go. Ah, that's future. Here's kind of engaging. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh yeah. That's like a new one or something. Alright, that'll do it. Originally I was going to grind this whole thing down, but I think if I just grind it into that neck a little bit, I think we got enough. We got like a good inch of travel here. Let's see. Oh yeah. Well, good enough that it'll stick on. Yeah. Yeet. Reasonable. Acceptable. Alright, let's make sure I can't see light through here. And just burn off. Whoops. Yep. There's a hole. Too many holes, we just open back up. Just one. Alright. Well, I'm going to have to... Where's that hole? Right here. Alright, let's grind her all the way down. Yeah, that initial weld wasn't that great, but oh neat. Check this out. The pinhole in the pipe focuses the LEDs onto the other side of the pipe. Neat. Alright, guess we gotta turn the welder back up. So right here is where we got a weld. Fortunately it's not on the lip here, so I don't have to grind and grind and grind again. Alright, switch hats. There's a history behind this Jegs hat. Not sponsored by them yet, but if you happen to want to send me another Jegs hat, you can go ahead and do that, because this one's kind of wore out. But this one's got some historical significance to me. This hat was the hat that the guy gave me when I tuned my first fuel injection system for money. So it was kind of a big milestone, because nobody had ever paid me to tune a fuel injection system before that. And this was the hat that the guy gave me. The first time I ever tuned a fuel injection system for money. That was kind of cool. I think he gave me like 75 bucks to get it running, and then 75 bucks once we got it on the dyno. And I know that probably cost a lot more than that, but that was my first semi-professional tune. So I figured, yeah, whatever you want to offer me, I'll just go ahead and then whatever it's worth to you, and as long as you don't take advantage. But now, I don't really tune professionally right now, but if I did, I would charge more, because you can't go around charging nothing, because people, well, that kind of ruins the whole industry that way. Alright, we're on high power. Yeah. Hopefully we'll just blow one weld on here and be done with it. That should do it. Alright, I don't see any light through her. That's ugly damn thing inside of there. Look at all them wires and shit. But you know what I'm going to do? I just pick a couple of these wires out. Ouch, that's hot. I couldn't imagine why that would be hot. What I'm going to do, I'll go over to TP Tools, buy some of that POR 15 gas tank sealer. I'm going to swish it around inside of this whole entire damn pipe before I put the thing on. That, quite frankly, should theoretically seal whatever else is not sealed properly. Alright, we'll do that. Okay, welder shut down. Unplug everything so people don't come out here and accidentally stupid themselves to death. I turned the welder on and it took my leg off. It's your fault. I was screwing around with something that says do not touch, and then I lost my arm. People do stuff like that too. In every industry, so they've got somebody like that. Well, I stuck a fork in the plug and now I can't feel my hand. I don't know what to tell you. I hope you haven't had kids yet. Please don't. You know? You need to put covers on the plug so people don't stick forks in them anymore. Ugh. Well, that's a boomer thing. Well, I'll tell you what. If people weren't so dumb, I wouldn't act like a boomer. Ain't nothing wrong with holding people responsible for their own actions. At least I'm staying here because I don't get the thing to drive them in here. These here, step drills, I reckon these can come with me. Alright, everything's unplugged. We got it kind of smashed into a pile here. That's good. Alright, back to the ride. Alright, I'm back at the car. I reckon we're going to shove this down through how? Possibly. You got to go like that, make that turn, and then I can't see what I'm doing on the gas tank, but it'll hook up to the gas tank there. That'll be good. Now, what I need to do is chop this top chunk out of here with the Sawzall. Or as some people say, the catalytic converter thief enablement device. But this one's not a portable, so it's just a regular wired one. Harbor Freighting ain't easy. Alright, so I gotta go to Harbor Freight later and I gotta pick up some. Actually, I gotta go to TP Tools, pick up some flap wheels there. Because they may or may not have the gooder ones. We'll see if they got any good ones. If they do, I'll pick them up. That way I buy local. And I'm also probably gonna, they don't sponsor us either, but they're welcome to if they'd like to. Also gonna go over and see if they got that gas tank sealer stuff. You saw it in the previous video on sealing the gas tank. And it works really good. It's isocyanate based. So it's real good and strong and it should last a while. We'll find out. Alright, let's chop this out. Okay, don't chop up through the body though. Nope, we're good. Alright. We got a ways to go in there yet before it goes through anything important. You're handling it twice. That's a boomer thing. Well, actually, that might be the one before them. This blade's about had it. Doesn't like the angle I'm using it at either. Yeah, now there's a boomer thing for you. Well, actually, I'm not sure what it is. It's probably not really a boomer thing. It's just a old guy thing. It's probably every generation does that. Anytime you got only one person and you're loading stuff off a truck and you got to move it out to avoid getting up and down, on and off the truck and wasting a whole bunch of time doing that, you load it over to the edge and then you get off the truck and you load it in the building. And without fail, anytime you do that, you will always find some old guy. It's like 70 or 80 years old. He'll say, "You're handling it twice." It's like every time. And I mean, yeah, I'm handling it twice, and that's more efficient than handling it once, because if you hold on to it while you're jumping up and down off the truck, that takes time every time you get up and down off the truck. Whereas this way, you load it over to the side, and then you grab it and you put it in the building. They don't understand that. Well, maybe they're in the Army. It's an Army thing or something. I'll have to look. I'll have to Google that. One time I said, "All right, here, you want to do it? You jump up and down off the truck all day." I do that about 4 or 5 times. I have no back left. Well, you might be able to do that all day, but the Army won't. But the Army won't take me because my back ain't no good. No offense to the Army, the Navy, the Marines, and the Air Force, and everybody else out there. The armed forces, they do good work. Thanks for doing the good work. But it's usually like an old retired Army guy or military guy will always come up to you and say, "You're handling it twice." Like, okay, yeah, that's the intention. I meant to do that. Let me get this all buttoned up and clean all this up here, and put it out of my other parking spot. It's a little more opportune. Okay, so that looks good. It's got a nice big old hole with sharp edges there that I can cut. Well, hey, if anybody goes in there and they don't know about the sharp edges, they cut the crap out of themselves. So screw you. You shouldn't have been trying to siphon my gas. I'll have to be careful about that where I get a if I ever go to one of them weirdo states where they make you let them pump the gas, I don't like that. I think I'd like somebody else pumping my gas. It's happened a couple times. I've gone to full service stations. I just kind of don't like it. Alright, up to the top I go. Prop the rear hatch open. Take the crud board out. My anti-raccoon and groundhog and stray cat crud board out here. We still haven't filled up the hole in the back where I took the spare tire well out yet. That's coming. Looks pretty decent. Yeah, let's take a look. Alright, get in the hole there. Thusly. Oh, that goes in a lot better now. Not perfect, but you'll do. Now, hammer up like this. Then we jam the hickamajig into there. So basically what I'm going to need is some clamps. There we go. Cool. She works. Guess I got to take another little notch out of there. Well, I can get my hand in there to open her up and whatnot. I wouldn't trust anybody else to get their hand in there because they'll probably chop the damn thing halfway off. Because all that sharp. Well, I guess that ain't that sharp. I have to take a chunk out of here without breaking the hinge off. And then she's hooked up down there. I got to get the clamps on there yet. I got to get one more clamp for up here because I only got one. That'll be good. And I need to make some kind of spacer down there so it doesn't, so that line there doesn't rattle up against the frame. Just zip or hose clamp a piece of rubber on there or something just so it doesn't bang around and wear through or anything stupid like that. This will do. I think we'll hook up the tank side first. Well, we're going to coat the whole thing first. So I'll take it off. Don't get all antsy about putting it on there because I got to put the coat on there first. So in case I missed a spot with the welder, I don't feel like taking it apart, putting it back together 20 million times, and welding it with gasoline in it. So we'll just leave this here. And then I'm going to come back a little bit later today with a couple of things. Namely, the main one is going to be that gas tank coating stuff. I'll tell you what, that stuff ain't too bad. Here's some good crud. I got some on my shoe and it stays there. Did some tests with it. It doesn't flake off anything. Fuel resistant, ethanol resistant, diesel resistant. I don't think it likes acetone very much. We'll probably tolerate it for a little bit. This stuff's mean. Okay. So, here's my fuel spigot. Got the spigot on this end. Shitty weld, shitty weld, shitty weld, shitty weld, shitty weld, and the gas tank end. So I got just enough to where I got to clamp this onto there, onto the hose that sticks out of the gas tank that you can't quite see from here. Well, maybe you can. Sorta. It's next to the new, you know what it is. Clamp the hose on here, clamp the hose in there, and then do the same on this end. I'm pretty sure what I'm going to have to do is stick the spigot end in from the top, and push it on and put the clamps on. Although this doesn't really need clamps. I don't really need a clamp on the top. I just need a clamp on the second one to keep the fuel from leaking out there. And the second junction, second joint, right up here. And that'll be it. I might need a longer piece of fuel filler neck hose, but we'll burn that bridge when we get there. I'll just go to Napa's. I'm sure they've got, one of those has got 2-inch fuel filler hose, and it's $30, $36 a foot. They got to be making something off of that. Oh, there's my other piece of 5/16 copper nickel too. Cool. All right. So I got to look around, find my 3/8 to 5/16 couplers, and we'll hitch up the rest of the fuel system over here too. You know what? Let's see, what time is it? It's probably 7 o'clock by now. 7:18, yeah. All right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get back in here. At least take this fuel pumping the jig off here. Fuel make it happener, is that what you call it? Says it is. That's what Jimmy calls it, I think, isn't it? Fuel make it happener. That's that guy's name, isn't it? No, it's not. It's something else. Oh, Derek, yeah, that's it. Aha. I remembered a thing. Hooray. Alright, do that. Do this. Do this. I need a choppy thing. I'm gonna get a choppy thing. I'll be right back. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take that fuel pump and that regulator off of down there where it doesn't belong. We're going to move them upward inside the car. I've got to make a mounting box for that stuff. I'm going to actually put a box in over top of this fuel tank because there's a bunch of room on top of it. But for now, I just want to take it. Oh, I need a screwdriver too, don't I? Yes. I need a piece of front door. Healing. This will work. There. Alright. So if you were watching the earlier episodes, this wire is the one I wired up to the JTEC PCM up front. And that's what feeds power to the fuel pump. Now, of course, I don't need all this jank back here anymore because I'm moving it all and putting it in semi-permanent installation. Yeah, the first time I drove this thing was on the new frame. I had the damn, whoops, get back here. I had the gas tank, the gas can zip tied onto the back of the spring hanger, and well, it held. Well, that reminds me, I got to reposition this body on the frame again because I didn't have it bolted down all the way, and I didn't expect it to move as much as it did. And it moved. The body moved on the frame up front, and that's not where I want it now. So I gotta get her moved about. Nice thing is this is all copper nickel line from the front to the back. Come on. poop. Yeah, we gotta, ouch. Turn the screws some more. Out of the way. I'm gonna get all these old brake lines and junk out of here too. Wow, man. How did we survive driving this thing around back in the day? Okay, Groundhog, ate some rusty, holy rusted metal back, man. I should start this thing up while they go live on the air, just to be obnoxious about it. It's still open headers. Well, actually it's not even headers, it's just damn, comes out and right straight out of the heads. It just dumps under the hood. Oh, come on. You're no fun. I'm going to try to actually make this thing quiet. Put a Chevy Caprice muffler on here. I used to sneak up on people in that car, it was fun. The thing made like no noise when I got it. Of course, it ended up with an ignition problem. And after the second muffler blew up, because the stupid ignition kept shutting itself off in the middle of driving it, my father wouldn't get me any more mufflers because he said, "Oh, you're blowing them up on purpose." I'm like, "No, I'm not. If I was blowing them up on purpose, I wouldn't be asking you for another one." We ended up getting pulled over all the time in that car because it was loud, because it blew a hole in the muffler when a couple times when it backfired. Of course, once you blow a hole in the muffler after you backfired a few times, it doesn't. It backfires, but it doesn't blow any more holes in it. Ugh! Why does this not come apart? You wonder what I did was I put this line is the return line into the can, and then this line is the pump. This one down here was the feed line from the can. Oops, I don't want to get dirt in there, shoot. This fed gas into the pump fed gas into here, this T. The T goes up front and it goes into the regulator. The regulator has a return into the tank, and that's how she regulates pressure. I'm going to do the same thing back here, but with multiple pumps, and I'm hoping one regulator and one booster pump with a backup unit. These aren't very expensive. Of course, inexpensive fuel pumps are sometimes trouble, but I've had pretty good luck with these ones. Off Scamazon. Geez, none of these things want to come back apart once you put them together. Alright, hang on. I gotta get something to... I don't want to cut up my good fuel line. That stuff's expensive now, the high pressure stuff. Huh, somebody's been grinding today, huh? Blink. There we go. Now I can take it up to a more convenient angle and get the fuel lines full of dirt and screw up my other set of injectors too. Hurrah! I felt like shouting hurrah. Just got to break her loose off of these connections. Got to break it loose off of these fittings and they should come out. Oh, you son of a bitch. Get back here. I'm not done with him yet. Now we're going to set this on the frame so I don't keep knocking it off. Alright, one piece down, 72 to go. Oh, look at this. How nice clean that window is. Makes all the junk in the car. I may actually clean this out before I take it to a car show or something. I'll take it to a show with a lot of rat rods and stuff, that might be good. Oops, now I need this. Let's just loosen all the clamps at once. You'll definitely know if you forget to tighten one because the line blows off because it's 55 psi up front. Well, from the back to the front. The only one that's not high pressure is that return line. Or should I say pressure? Depending for my PA viewers. Yin's got pressure. That's Yuns, not Yins. Y-I-N. It's Y-O-U-N-S. Unless you're from the city, in which case it could be Yins. Yins. We've always had Yuns. We're from the holler. Up Katanning Way and all Rural Valley and all that. That's where my kinfolk's from. Yeah, there's still gas in there. Oh, better save it, that stuff's expensive. This one doesn't run on ethanol. I haven't tuned it for that yet, so it gets gas. And gas, not... Whoops. This is just dumping every which way. Well, now I get my clip leads back too. Cool. Okay, are you done spewing gas every which way? Alright, here are them clip leads. You can reuse those for something else. Oh, I found my other tech screws. They're on the other side of the roof of the car. Okay, this can kind of stay the way it is, just for now. I'll shove her up on the roof. If I forget where this is and start bitching about people stealing stuff, just remind me it's on the roof of the car. Oh shit, I lost my Allen wrench. I have these magnets on here for an Allen wrench that adjusts this hickey here. And, oh, maybe it's on the truck on the other side or something. Alright, I think we're going to leave this here on. And let's take this off. Actually, let's leave this on because that way I know it's the return. I always forget which side's which. Oh, you know what? The side with the T on it is not the return. How do you like me now? How about them apples? Yeah, that's neat. How do you like me now? Yeah. That kind of applies to me now. You know the song from the 90s? I think it's 9. I'm pretty sure. Okay, here's a regulator. This thing, basically, if you're ever looking to see how these work, it's got a big old spring here and this thing tightens the spring down. This Allen fitting here. Then you tighten the nut down on it to clamp it down. And the pump pumps in here. Normally you want to have the uh-oh, I've been awake too long again. Normally you want to have the T-fitting for the return all the way up front, but this normally tees into the fuel rail, which it does. Pump, fuel rail, or fuel line that goes all the way up front because it's a returnless system. And this is the return. This goes back to the tank. The difference of this one is it's one of them Dodge Magnum, the 39, 318, and 360 Magnums don't have returns. They're returnless systems. And there's just a single line that goes up front. Supply line for the fuel, and that's it. The return line is actually inside the tank for those. And the regulator's inside the tank too. Well, this regulator is going to be under a little hatch in the back of the car instead of inside the tank. Pain in the dick hole to fix. Because every one of them up here is rusted out. You can't get the damn tank loose off it. Alright, groundhog, have some zip ties. Okay. With the ends cut sharp, I might add. That'll fix you. Here's my positive wire from the front. This is going to get rerouted. I've got to run a conduit thing back here for all the new wiring, because I'm probably rewiring the brake lights and everything too, because the factory wiring eats a turd. Alright, so is this or is this not 3/8? SAE J2076. I think that's the evaporative line and it's not made for fuel. Oh, yep. Oh, It's crunchy because I put some of that fuel tank sealer stuff in there. Oh no, this isn't that. J2076. I think this is power steering return line. I'm not using that for gas. Holy shit. Alright, so I gotta buy some 3/8 fuel line too. That can be the cheap stuff. I don't have any of that here, do I? Nope. Secondly, let's make sure 5/16 hose fits on the return spigot. It does indeed, so that'll help. Okay, so 5/16 is the return. That's good. And 3/8 is the outlet from the tank. Perfect. Let's go to O'Reilly's. What are you? Not for fuel injection. Oh, made in Mexico. That's good stuff. I trust Mexico long before I trust any of those other countries that make things that are rather far outside of the continental United States. China. I don't like dealing with these countries that have these horrendous human rights issues. I can't justify it. Alright, back over here, pick up the adapter, I think. It's always fun to try to figure out which song I've been listening to a couple of weeks after I make the video. Yeah, where are you? What's that? Cool. Whole boxes of that. Check it out. I bought a whole box of 3/8 to 5/16 adapters. I ain't buying just one because I'll lose the damn thing. Alright, well I'm going to hook that up. The battery in the camera just went dead. So that's an hour of filming. So that's not too bad. Alright, I'll see you after a bit.